While we're on the topic of love, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Dr. Black. While we're on the topic of love, I need to talk to you guys about something very important. Okay, there's a phrase that's abused, overused, completely taken out of context. It's called unconditional love. I'm sure you've heard of it. And women are more susceptible to being victimized by this phrase than others. So from my research and how I look at it, unconditional love came into play when men and humanity recognized what women suffer through just to bring a life into this world, a child into this world. It was only recently that we got infant mortality down to under 10%. In many countries around the world, we still have infant mortality at 20%, maybe even more. But before modern medicine, 300-400 years ago, and that would make it about 98% of human history, women were dying at 1/3 or 2/5 or 3/5 of mothers would die in giving birth, in child labor. So it's always been very dangerous to have a baby, and women do it anyway. Women have been doing it for all of humanity anyway. They just give life, and at the risk of their own life, and they do it proudly, and they do it courageously, and they even die, and then many millions, billions have died. And think about that. You're giving love to something that hasn't recognized itself or anything, much less you. Women are just loving that baby, giving it life, even though they might die. And that's unconditional love, when you give love without any conditions. Women are determined to bring those lives into this world, healthy or otherwise, just because that's what they feel. And so romance has taken that and said, well, you should do that to another person. You should do that to your mate. And I disagree. The first and last being that should get unconditional love is a child from its mother. And maybe even us fathers can try to duplicate that and replicate that. But you shouldn't give your partner unconditional love. You shouldn't give your romantic partner unconditional love, because that romantic partner can cross the line. And when they cross the line, you need to love yourself enough to move on.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you should have a very short leash and just do whatever. And if someone cheats on you, if someone disrespects you, divorce them. I'm saying you need to have a line that shouldn't be crossed out of respect for yourself. And when that line is crossed, it should be understood that you move on. And too many women have been abused, and even men in abusive relationships happen because they're trying to achieve unconditional love, and it shouldn't be. You should not have unconditional love for your spouse. You should have unconditional love for yourself.
Exactly.
And shout out to all the moms who give unconditional love to the babies that they have. But romance isn't the place for that. Think about it. One love.